Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I look a little crazy right now because I did a little bit of prep work for this video. Anyways, let's play the intro. Okay, so today I am going to go over my first Boxyluxe. Now, before I show you what's in it, I'm going to preface this by saying that it costs around $50, so it is a little more pricey, and it only happens once every 3 months. So, just to show you the size difference, this is a regular BoxyCharm, and this is a Boxyluxe. It's huge. So, basically, the Boxyluxe has the same theme as the regular BoxyCharm. It just comes with some more items, usually 8 or 10 items. I don't actually know how many we got in here, but we are gonna pop this open and start going through some stuff. So first of all, our card is much bigger. This month is Tis the Sea Sun. Haha, so cute. Anyways, this is a picture of what's actually in my box. And we've got our big list of stuff. We ain't worried about that right now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the things that I can't use in this video. Some of them are not makeup. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So the first thing I got was this PYT straightener. It's a little mini baby straightener, and I'm gonna pull it open to show you how small it is. It's like the size of my hand. So this is a little baby straightener. From everything I've read, apparently it gets to around 400 degrees, which is really hot for a baby straightener. Kudos to them. I'm going to be taking this with me and leaving it in my office, more than likely, or just like in my little makeup bag, since it is very small. That way when I get baby hairs on the go, I can get them things down. Then we have got this Sponge Gel Blossom Bliss. It's a body wash infused buffer. It smells really, really good. It's shaped like a star. It's kind of firm, but I have heard to be really careful with this. A lot of people are having some negative skin reactions to it. So I'm going to personally do a spot test and then maybe use it later on if it doesn't irritate my skin when I do that spot test. But y'all know I'm allergic to the whole world, so we gonna test it first. Okay, then I know there's a lot of stuff that's not makeup. We've got some skincare. This is the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. This better be incredible because it retails for $89. This is the most expensive thing in the box. That's insane. It says it's an anti-wrinkle cream. Apparently it's a big thing, I think, in the UK. Comes in a little jar like this. Let me see how she smells. If I can get this thing out of here without destroying everything. Doesn't smell too bad. But yeah, this is supposed to be some magical face cream. Like I always say, I really need to step up my skincare game. I just haven't done it yet, so maybe we will, who knows. Then, oh, so many things. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is this little clutch. It says Glam AF. Cute enough on its own. It's got 2 compartments inside, but it also comes with a charger for your phone. This is an external charger, and it works for iPhone or Android. From what I've gathered, it gives you about a half a charge, which is still good if you're on the go and you really need a charge. Pop it in your little bag, bam, and carry it with you anywhere. This is definitely cute, something I'm probably going to use maybe this weekend. I think your girl is going to get a night out, probably tonight. Since you're watching this on Friday, I'm excited. But now we're going to get to some stuff we can use. And I'm going to have to dip out of frame some to have room for all this stuff on my little filming table, because I ain't got room to do makeup and have that whole box on my table. So we have got the Luxie Complete Face Set. Comes with blender, highlighting brush, precision, tapered blending, eye shading, lip brush, spoolie, all that goodness. You pop it out of here and it comes in a little stand, and if you want, what I'm gonna do is take my little stand and pop it back in here and leave them like this for now so that they can sit here all nice and pretty. Luxie brushes, I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail. If you watch my videos, you should know that your girl loves her some Luxie brushes. They are some of the better brushes I've used. Rarely do they ever let me down. Just for a frequently asked question I've seen in a lot of the beauty groups, no, this brush is not broken. You pull it out and there's a lip brush inside. Yes, I thought it was a push-up, but it's a pull out. I've seen that a lot of people were really concerned. They thought that their brush was broken. No hate, because I probably would have done the exact same thing. So we are going to pull out, which brush do we want? I'm actually going to go ahead and pull out my round top blender for this next item. We have got the Wander Beauty Dusk to Dawn Face Palette. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Probably not very good. I was really hoping for the Pretty Vulgar powder, but that is the only thing that I didn't get that I actually wanted. So no complaints. This actually did way better than most boxes for me. If you look in here, I guess you could say you've got kind of a bronzy shade, a blush, and a highlight. I would use the highlight, but it is going to be way too dark for me. I think it's suited more for medium skin tones, which I'm not. So I'm just going to use the blush very lightly. It's called Havana Nights. And I'm just going to tap this on my cheek, trying not to go crazy because I don't know if this is super pigmented. It looks like it's got a pretty fair amount of pigment, but not so much that it's like crazy. But it is a nice color. Probably something I would reach for, but the other two shades in the palette aren't really suited for me because I'm just way too fair. I don't know. Pale problems, right? So now we have got, oh my god. Guys, you just gotta excuse me. I have issues right now. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and look at the lip gloss that came in the set next. Have my lips done already. This is a Tarte Shimmering Lip Paint in Insta Famous. This was the exact shade I wanted out of the 3 they had available for the boxes. Super pumped about that. But it's this nice, light, almost translucent, just iridescence. So I put on like a brownish color lip, matte lip, so that I could just pop this over top, and I gave it plenty of time to dry. So I'm just gonna pop this in the center, just like so, and add a little bit up top. And that is a really nice shine without being too overly bold and like crazy looking. So I'm feeling that. Definitely like it. Believe it or not, I think this may be the quickest I thought I could ever do this video. We are down to our last 2 products. So we're going to use this one first. And this is the whole reason I was so glad I went ahead and signed up for the wait list. So the next thing we have got in this box is the Violet Voss Pro Eyeshadow Palette. I have been dying to try Violet Voss shadows for such a long time, and I just haven't done it. These are the colors. This is a very warm, pretty palette. Right up my alley for everyday use. Boxes in the floor. And it's got a big mirror. Yeah, I love this. I don't know, it just makes my heart happy. So we already primed, and I've already got my primer set as well. So we're just gonna zoom on in. Oh, and do a look with this palette. Okay, first I'm gonna go ahead and go into transition. It's already laid out for me, right? So we're gonna take transition on this fluffy brush from the kit they sent me. Tap it off. It's a little bit dusty, but nothing crazy. We have a fresh, beautiful brush, which I'm so happy about. And we're just gonna lay this down in the crease and make a nice transition like the shade says. And this is laying down really nicely. It's also really close to my skin color, so you can't see it well, but we shall see how this palette blends as we go up in our colors and get darker. I'm thinking, well, we're gonna have to do kind of a red toned eye, because that's just what this palette is a warm, beautiful palette with some pretty berry shades. So actually, next we're just gonna go ahead and slip right over onto hashtag right here next to transition, taking it on the same brush and putting that in the crease, getting me a nice orange vibe to go with. We're gonna try not to do another red look. I know I've done so many of those lately. And I'm just gonna drag this all over the crease, fluffing and blending and building up the color quite a bit. I don't want to go crazy, but you know, orange is cute. And then I'm going to drag some on my lower lash line as well, just like so, and then repeating that on the other eye. Okay, so next I'm going to dip into brownie points. This is a warm brown shade, and I'm going to focus this onto the outer corner, but go ahead and drag it into the crease some as well. We are still on the same brush. I don't switch my brushes a lot. If you watch me, you know that. I like to be able to use 2 to 3 brushes for any eye look. I mean, of course, you can use a different size brush for every color and everything, but why be that high maintenance if you don't have to, right? Because some people, myself included, don't want to pack 5 or 6 brushes every time you go somewhere. So when you're on the go, it can be easier to just take one good blender, and all you need is one good blender and your finger for shimmers, and you can make a whole look. At least I am a firm believer in that. So these colors do blend together really well. As always, I'm having some difficulties on my left eye, but this is my wrinkly eye and it hates eyeshadow. So, nothing out of the ordinary. Taking a little bit of this on the outer edge of that lower lash line to connect it together. Just like so. Keeping that smoky, dramatic look going. Then we're going to call this done for the crease. And we are going to go into, I just like the name of this. So we're going to go into On Fleek right here. I'm going to take that on my finger. Ooh, it feels super good. And go ahead and lay that down on the lid. And just make this into a nice cranberry and orange smoky eye. And I'll add a little pop here in a second, but I'm just gonna pull this over just like so. And I really just wanted to show how this can be a simple everyday palette. You don't need to be a pro, goodness knows I'm not, to use this palette. It is super wearable, definitely has a little bit of everything. And I know there's some people who don't, but like, honestly, who doesn't love a good warm palette, right? Because they are my absolute favorite. So I have got that on the lid. Doesn't need much blending, just kind of pressing around the edges with my finger to be sure it's all you know, kind of blended. I wiped it on my pants, y'all, I'm dumb. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and take, I'm gonna take Cool Beans right here, and I'm just gonna get that on the edge of my finger and pop it in this inner corner. It's a little darker than what I would usually use, but we already did it, so it's okay. So I'm just gonna pop it right here. Just giving myself a little bit of a shine. Then I am gonna take a focused highlighting brush. And since the highlight in the other palette was too dark for me, I'm gonna take Ploof right here. This is something you can almost always do if you have an eyeshadow palette. You probably got a highlighter too. So I'm just gonna take it and pop it on the high point of my cheek. I don't do this too often because usually these are the colors I use the most in any palette, because I love a good highlight shade for my inner corner and my brow bone. But for the purposes of trying not to use an outside highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and use it today. And yeah, we are done with the eyes. I know it's nothing fancy. It's not supposed to be. This is just a really good palette you could use every day. If you wanted this to be even more wearable, you could have put a lighter color on the lid. In hindsight, perhaps I should have, but I didn't, so it's fine. Now, we've got the last item. This is from Grande, which is the same brand that they sent us a lip plumper from, and it is a mascara with a lash boosting formula. I'm gonna hope that means it'll make my lashes grow, but who knows. It's got a pretty nice little brush on it. Looks like it'll work well. We gonna see. So I'm just gonna put this on. I'm not doing liner today. We didn't get any in the box, so, you know, I don't see a reason to grab any. But oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this mascara did not come to play. I really like this. Holy goodness. Okay, let me get closer to the camera so that you can see how good this mascara did. I don't know if y'all can quite see it in the beauty lights, but that boosted my lashes all right. So yeah, definitely like this. I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my travel bag for the weekend, because this mascara is super nice. I am impressed. I was thinking it would probably be pretty good. This is really volumizing, and honestly my lashes look way longer too, which is always incredible. So we are finishing up. And we are done. Okay, so overall, this is the look I did with the makeup that was in the box, keeping in mind all I really used was blush, eyeshadow for highlight and eyes, mascara, and a lip gloss. There was so much more in the box though. It's just crazy. And like, this palette could have done so many looks. That is insane. But this is what we came up with. I think the highlight's kind of popping for just being an eyeshadow. Anyways, zooming you out. So I was so excited for this box. Okay, so here's why I'm excited. Number one, I think being able to get more items, even though it does cost more, obviously, is really good, and it's a great option for people who can afford to. They also still have the regular box, so if you can't afford $50 that every third month, you just keep your regular box and you still would have gotten like the straightener and the mascara and the lip gloss, I think. So, I mean, you're still getting a lot of the same stuff, but we just get some extras if you want to pay a little more. So good. Anyways, for the value, this box was around $50. The overall value of the whole box retail was $387 according to the prices on the card. So if you're going to tell me that $50 for almost $400 of makeup is unreasonable, that's like a 75% discount almost. I'm excited. all of this is stuff that I will use all the time, except maybe the blush palette. That's the only thing that I'm not like a big fan of. So I think this was an incredible value. I'm so glad that BoxyCharm started doing this, and I cannot wait to see what comes in the March one. That should be the next Boxyluxe. But yes, that was everything in this box. That is this whole video. Hopefully this is not too long. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Hit the red button and hit the bell so you see my next video. We should have a video on the 35M coming up next, just so that y'all know that ahead of time. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.